spent 10 years on YouTube today. That is a crazy sentence. It means I started YouTube when I was 17 years old. I still remember the day when I propped up the camera in my then bedroom. I pressed record and I still remember that feeling of like how terrified I was. You know, I've been thinking about posting videos on YouTube for years. I started watching YouTube maybe when I was around 11 or something like that. I was watching Zoe Zug. She was the first YouTuber that I started watching. And then eventually I started watching the rest of the Brit crew because I was spending so much of my time on YouTube. I was obviously also inspired to post videos myself. So I was thinking about it for years and years. And, you know, being an insecure teenager, it was also a little bit different then. Now everyone has social media and puts themselves out there. It's a lot more common today. That's what I'm trying to say. Back then it was not as common, but I really wanted to do it. And well, I guess just one day in high school I just decided that I'm gonna do it. I knew at that point that I wasn't gonna be happy with the video. I knew that I would feel insecure about myself, the way that I looked, the way that I talked, the way that I just appeared in front of the camera, because obviously I wasn't used to it back then. I had never put myself in a situation like that. But I surprisingly just decided that it doesn't matter. I'm just never gonna get to that point where I feel comfortable enough. I'm just gonna have to accept the fact that, okay, I'm gonna feel really uncomfortable about this, but I wanna do it, so let's just do it. And I mean, that's, I think, the case with a lot of things in life. Thinking back at 17-year-old me, I'm really proud of that girl for doing it, because what would have happened if I never pressed record that day and I never sat down to edit the video and upload it on September 24th, 2015? Would I have done it later? I mean, I would like to think so, but I don't know. Anyway, I've been on YouTube now a little bit on and off. I haven't been super active, obviously, during some years, and even now I'm not. It's only really like maybe the past year that I've really started posting like a lot of videos. I think at this point I have, let me check, yeah, 43 videos up on my channel. Now I have quite a lot of private videos as well, so if you go onto my YouTube channel today, you will not be able to see my first videos. There are, I think, about 30 videos, like 29 I think, that are still technically on my channel, like they're still on my account, but you can't see them because they are private. And actually a few days ago I did something that I never thought that I was ever gonna do or be able to do, honestly. I went through all of my old videos. Yeah, that was quite something. Now, I did put them on mute, at least. I was like, I can stand watching them, but to hear my voice, and I mean, I think that's kind of with every person on this planet, hearing your own voice in a video or a recording is always a bit, you know, like, ooh. Obviously, since I've gotten a lot more used to actually filming myself and looking back at the videos as I'm editing, now I don't feel uncomfortable about my voice. It's just, this is what I sound like. I've sort of accepted the fact that what I hear when I speak is different to what my voice actually sounds like in a video. I feel zero weirdness about it. I've gotten so used to listening to my own voice. But that's now. If I were to go back and look at my videos when I was, again, 17 and hear my own voice, I'm not ready for that step. I might be able to do it at some point in the future. I mean, there's still like a reason why I have only privated the videos, that I haven't actually deleted them, right? And it is because somewhere deep inside me, I know that at some point in life, I'm going to want to be able to look back at these videos. I'm probably never going to feel comfortable about it, but I think that there is like sort of the longer time that passes, I think you can kind of see it in a different way. You look at it with different eyes. So much time has passed that it's almost like you look at another person. You can kind of separate your current self from your then self. That's what I'm thinking, that at some point I mean, maybe that time is never gonna come and I will have just saved these videos for nothing. But there is still some kind of sentimental part inside me that's like, no, don't delete them, even if you find them really cringy today. At some point, you're gonna want to be able to look back at them, which is true. From what I remember, like out of all the videos that I've posted on YouTube since 2015, I think there's only one video that I've actually deleted permanently. And I don't have the footage. I have like 2 clips, I think, but I actually I had those clips in my DSLR camera. Actually, up until recently, it was only a few like months or maybe like a year or so ago that I actually deleted it or deleted them from my camera. Now I have them on my computer, so they are safe and sound. So I do have like 2 clips that I know were in that video, but everything else is completely gone. And I mean, there was a reason why I deleted it. Like I think it was only up for maybe a few months or so, and then I felt too awkward about it. I did think that you shouldn't be doing rewatching your videos too soon, right? And especially at that time in my life, I was very insecure, like very deeply insecure. And so I deleted it because it made me feel so uncomfortable. But at this point, me as a 27-year-old, I would have kind of loved to look back at it, even if I'm sure, that it was my second video. I think I posted it during October 2015. It was something to do with autumn. Like, I remember I was decorating and I was also making some kind of like apple cider float. So it was kind of like a autumn, I don't remember, something like an autumnal video basically. And yeah, I kind of would have loved to look back at what it was, because I don't remember that much from it. I have just some kind of really brief memories of what I filmed. Yeah, but anyway, I think it's pretty remarkable actually that I've only ever deleted one video, since I do have so many private videos. And like, listen, there have been so many moments where I've been like, oh no, I'm never gonna be able to watch these, like, let's just delete them. But I have somewhere just told myself that no, don't delete them. Like, no matter how cringy they are, do not delete them. And I think that I'm impressed by myself, by like how I was able to keep that promise. Because believe me, they're not good, okay? So like I said, it's been 10 years of me documenting my life in different ways. Like, it's been a little bit on and off. Some periods of my life I haven't really documented a lot of my life. It's been sort of like I did some home cafe videos. I've been doing artsy stuff and then travel vlogs. And then about a year ago is when I started to post more kind of like vlog style videos more frequently. I did the Uni Diaries series when I moved to the UK, and also just a bunch of day trips that I also filmed. What I guess has been the most consistent on my channel has been Vlogmas, which I have done 3 times, right? I think so. But basically Vlogmas has been sort of, I guess, the most consistent thing that I've done on YouTube. But then, like I said, a year ago I started doing more kind of vlog style videos, more documenting my actual life, what I do every day on a daily basis. I mean, I guess if you look at it, 10 years, only having produced a little over 70 videos in total. I guess it's not a lot, but Like I said in the beginning, I love YouTube. I love the platform, and not only do I love to watch YouTube, I also love to post on YouTube. I mean, obviously, like, I can post whatever I want, right? There's no right or wrong, really. Like, I could just do what I want to do. But I think people that go onto YouTube are expecting longer content. They're expecting a type of content that is different to other social medias, right? And I really like that type of content. And I really like to create that kind of content. What I mean is that I love YouTube and I love creating for YouTube. I feel very comfortable on this platform. It's a competence that has really grown over these 10 years, but I do feel a lot more comfortable today, sitting here 10 years later. Speaking in front of the camera is not, I mean, there's always going to be that like kind of weird thing, right? I'm sitting here alone in my apartment with a camera. It's a little bit awkward, but even though, you know, there's going to be a process of me now transferring these videos to my computer and into Final Cut Pro, and then I go through the footage and I cut it and I edit it and I export it to YouTube and then press upload. But it still feels right now like I'm talking to you in real time, which I guess is progress, right? My goal is to continue to produce more videos. I know that I'm sometimes posting very frequently and then I kind of take a long break out of nowhere. Like I go from posting twice a week to then just not posting anything for months. And that's not what I want. I just want to post more often, you know, once a week, give or take a few videos every year, right? Because it's, like I said, it's something I genuinely love to do. I love filming. I love editing. The whole process it brings me so much joy. Yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say with this video is, well, first of all, thank you if there is anyone that has been watching since 2015. I doubt there is, but in case. And just, you know, anyone that has found my channel during these years at some point, whether that is 10 years ago or 5 years ago or literally last week. I don't know. I guess I just want to say thank you. And here's to another 10 years. How am I not 17? I don't understand it. 27.